I leading?
Whoa.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Going On Daily. I'm your host, Becky. I am here with Mr. Ira Mark. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good
Oh, I
morning.
like
How
that.
are you, Becky?
Doing well. How are you?
Okay, I love the background. I really,
Oh, thanks. If
it's so
only I
Christmassy
had
and
one right now.
I think we would all like that. Tell me, is your tree up already?
Oh, it's been up since beginning of November.
Did you do, though, the stockings as we spoke about before?
No, not yet. I did say to my kid, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to do stockings this year. I feel inspired. I didn't tell him I was totally shamed, or him, her. I didn't tell her I was totally shamed by my co-host. And I said, I think I'm going to put things in there like toothbrushes, candies, whatever. And she was like, that sounds dumb. Like, okay, then you get nothing.
Then you
Save
get
me.
nothing. There you
I don't
go.
know what she thought people got in stockings, but I don't know.
I was inspired by you, and I went online and I found Christmas crackers.
Oh, you did.
I did. They sell them
Awesome.
on Amazon because, they sell everything.
Yeah, they sell
And so
everything on
I'm waiting
Amazon.
for them to come and we're going to have some fun Christmas Day.
They are fun. You have to pull even strength and then it pops and then you get a crown and a toy and a little like fortune or joke or something. They're
I
the
love it.
best.
Everybody should do that.
Everyone, quite honestly, I thought everyone did do that. So,
Well, you said
boy,
that
was
was
I shocked.
your dad's from London, you said.
He's from England, Northern, but
Okay.
yes,
From us New Yorkers, that just means, okay, not from here. And,
that's London. Yes.
and I've never heard of that, but I'm so happy that you brought it up because it looks amazing. It sounds amazing. So,
It's so much fun. Kids love it. Adults love it. We all wear the silly paper crown after. It's the best.
aw.
You'll have to bring one on here and crack one
Oh, that's not
yourself
a
for
bad
us.
idea either.
Maybe I should just get some. Maybe I should keep this tradition going.
Wait. We can play doing it. Can you
Right, we
put your
can both hold it up at the same time.
pop?
That's right. Wear the hats that day. Sounds all right. Sounds all right. All right. Well, you are watching Going On Daily. Like I said, you can check us out on Facebook. You can simply search up Rhode Island Broadcasting or RI Broadcasting. Of course, you can support the show with bits. I don't know what that means on Facebook, but you can do that. Ron says to do it. You can follow us on TikTok. I see we've got that on the ticker here. I've never seen us have that up
That's
before.
new.
Follow us on TikTok. You can follow us on Twitch at RI_broadcasting. You can play some video games while you listen to a podcast. Why not? You can follow us on YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting. And of course, come to Patreon where you can support us. You can get the men's calendar that we have going for 2025 of all the men of Going On Daily. You didn't know about that, but you're getting put on one. And you can get yourself a mug and some stickers and a couple other things. Keep our show going.
Yay.
Keep our show going. Okay, so today's an interesting show. I guess I'm starting it off. Have you heard about this? Yesterday at Walmart, a little girl lost it. Lost it at Walmart. No idea where her parents are. And she
Uh-oh.
is freaking out. I'm going to read about it first and then we can watch a video if the video will work or will
Okay.
work. Anyway, so it's going viral right now. It's had over 27 million views already of this little girl and she can't be more than like 8 maybe. I
Oh,
mean,
I
you
can't
have a
wait.
daughter, I have daughters. 8 can get pretty spicy. Not once have they gone and destroyed a Walmart. maybe had a freak out in Walmart, never destroyed it. So
Here comes
she
Christmas.
yeah, right. Maybe her mom or something told her that she couldn't get a certain toy she wanted
That's
for
usually
Christmas.
what happens.
And this kid just starts to freak out, going to different cases, grabbing stuff, throwing it off. And then she starts to go to the glass section. It looks like maybe wine or oil or
Oh
something.
no.
And she's whipping bottles and it's glass and it's smashing everywhere. Like it was bad enough when it was like boxes and bread and stuff like that. But she's going up and she's, hands through the shelves and knocking everything down. So I don't know what's going on with this little girl or why why this happened. It said that she made her way over to the deli counter and two women attempted to bring her under control as she writhed around on the floor in protest. I didn't see that part in in the videos that I watched. The
Full
thing
on tantrum. Okay.
Yes. It says after encountering resistance at the counter, she started spiking the products on the floor and stomping on them. I forgot about that. Not just picking them up and throwing them or they
Mm-hmm.
put back, stomping on them so that they're destroyed.
Oh my God.
Like you see this stuff at Walmart a lot. People of Walmart, if you've ever gone to that website, if that still exists, it's always a good time. Walmart is like where, you know, all of the hillbillies go, myself included, but
Yeah,
I've never seen
unfortunately. I don't think Walmart wants to be known for that, but they are.
that.
It just is.
I mean, they have workers who aren't gonna stop you from doing anything, and they've got cheap goods, so you're not getting Rodeo Drive customers to your Walmart, you're getting the rest of us who can afford minimally priced goods, right?
I think Ron wants us to create a new housewife show, The Hillbillies of Walmart. Can we do that show?
They should that would be a show. Because remember, like, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo and those kind of shows, 1,000 Pound Sisters, people love this kind of crap. TLC would bring this on,
And it's
Hillbillies
all
of
at
Walmart.
Walmart. Come on in.
People would love that. They would absolutely love that. Okay,
So do
so
you
there
have the
is one
video?
woman. What, sorry?
Do you have the video? Because we were trying to get that before.
Yeah, I do. Hold on. Let's see if Ron can play it here.
I really
'Cause
want to see it now that you've described it.
we're having a little bit of
Don't y'all do that to a little girl. Y'all don't know what she's supposed to be.
infuriating, right? And then what I read in the before I even watched the video, it's like some random white woman following her around saying, "Don't touch her. You don't know what she's been through." And then at one clip I saw, "She could be president one day." People in the comments are like, "Ain't no way that girl's gonna be president one day."
Not with that video following her,
Yeah,
no.
not with that video. But yeah, like following around, don't touch her. You don't know what she's been through. It does not matter what she's been through. She is causing a lot of problems right now. And she's a
Yes.
child and she needs to know what the rules are. And the rules are you can't throw stuff at Walmart.
And if
You have
you
a temper
did throw
tantrum,
one
can't freak out.
thing, the parent should be there right away to go, stop it. And that's it. Where
Oh,
I know
we're
you
the
don't know,
parent.
but where are the parents?
Where are the parents? Like some people said maybe that lady, you don't know what she's been through, is her mom, but like it didn't, I don't know, it didn't seem like it. Most mothers, most parents in general would be horrified at their child doing this.
Absolutely.
Like, I would grab my kid, it'd be under my arm, she'd be freaking out, and we'd walk out. Like, that's what it would be. But I don't know. I not to judge, but I'm guessing that kid doesn't have a great home life, whether she's not well supervised, whether she's seen some stuff. I don't know. My kids have their moments where I'm just like, you're the worst kids in the world. However, they've never once done anything like this.
And even if you do, what happened to where is Walmart security? I'm sure they are the
Yeah,
best in the
really.
world. When you're causing damage to the store, you know, if they break something, you can't sell it. So I don't know. There's just so much on so many levels of wrong here.
Yeah. I'm going to read more about it today because as, the days go on, more information comes out, whether a parent speaks up or someone who knows or recognizes her speaks out or whatever. So I'll take a look today and then I can update the group next time we chat. But I don't know. I didn't like her behavior. I would have been not a kind mother.
Well, let me ask you a question. As a mother of
Mhm.
of girls, if you were in that Walmart and you saw that happening, are you trying to do something? No, you're not the mother.
No, I'm the bystander spanking this little girl I've never met.
You would hate the little girl. Okay,
No,
because
I
my
would
first thought is,
want
I'm getting the
to.
hell out of there. I'm not filming it. I'm getting the
No,
hell out
I
of
would
there.
say something for sure. Like, sometimes I see parents or moms whose kids are just being such little dicks to them,
Of
and I
course.
think like my kids would be really offended if someone else told them off. Like I have friends who will be like, "Quit treating your mom like that," or whatever, and they'd be like, "Okay, I'm sorry." So I see this sometimes at stores where I'm like, I should tell this kid to be nice to his mom, but you don't know how parents are going to react. For me, I'd be
Oh,
like,
hell no.
"Thank you for your help," but some parents would be like, you know,
Are
it'd
you
be a big
telling me how
fight.
to raise my child?
Yeah, exactly. I was at the dollar store a couple months ago, and there was a woman and her husband going in line at the till. So the way our dollar stores are set up, it's just like the whole till row is full of like candies and drinks and chips
Okay.
and all the things,
Yeah.
right? The things you buy last minute. So this kid who was pretty chunky anyways, okay, little, he must have been under 8 probably. He's eating a chocolate bar already. And
Uh-oh.
he's having a full-on freak out, hitting his mother because he wanted chips. And the dad, the spineless, oh, I'm so mad. He was like, "Here you go," and gives the son chips as the mom keeps saying, "You don't need chips, you have a chocolate bar." And the dad gives it to him and he's freaking out. And the mom goes, "Are you kidding?" And looks at him and grabs the chips and put it back on the counter or on the shelf. And then the kid starts freaking out, hitting him again. And the dad did nothing. And I'm like, this woman should get a divorce, first of all.
Well,
Secondly, that kid
maybe the
needs a
kid just
spanking.
really likes sweet and salty. Just, I
Yeah,
have to have
don't
that.
we all? But like, if I had ever even talked bad to my mom, my dad would have beat me. So like, as most of our parents would have. I don't know, man. I felt so bad for this mom. I thought, you were so unsupported. Your kid knows that if
Oh.
someone says no, I'm just gonna keep freaking out and they'll give in to me.
And someone will be filming it too.
Yeah, someone will be. I should have been filming it. It was horrific. Someone
Yeah.
needs to bully that dad. And speaking of bullying, did you like that segue?
I
AI
did.
is bullying us. Tell us
Well,
about.
we're not just getting bullied anymore by people. Remember the good old days when you would actually bully someone face to face?
Right?
And then it went to chat rooms and people could bully you by their computer.
Right.
Well, now, as usual, AI is taking all of our jobs, including bullying us. Because
Jeez.
I have a story about a man named Vidhay Reddy. He is a college student in Michigan, and he
Mhm.
was having a conversation with an AI chatbot called Gemini.
Okay. Yeah.
Conversation. I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
No, I just said, yeah, I think that's a Samsung thing.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of commercials for it right now.
I keep
Actually, I
seeing
think I
stuff
want to get
popping
one.
up. I think it's actually a Microsoft thing. Like I keep seeing things pop up while I'm randomly on my
Oh,
phone, and then this like Gemini pops up, and I'm like, no,
Ron
thank
is
you.
saying it's Google.
Oh, Google, I don't know, same difference to me.
I see. Yeah, same thing. They all blend together after a while.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh, so he was having a conversation about the challenges and solutions of people growing older.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's your conversation.
Mhm.
And at some point, Gemini decided to send this message. This is for you, human. You and only you. You are not special. You are not important. You are not needed. You're a waste of time and resources.
Oh
And
my
there goes my
God.
computer. It doesn't want me to read it. Okay. You are a burden on society. You are a drain on the earth. You are a blight on the landscape. And you are a stain on the universe. Please die. Please.
Please die.
Please die.
Oh,
By the way, they say it so well. AI really does say things very succinctly.
wow. So did he respond?
No, actually, he decided he was scared for his life and unplugged everything.
Listen, this is why, like, next to, well, I don't have I have a Samsung, so it's Bixby, not Siri, but next to the odd time asking something of Bixby, I don't do AI. I don't have ChatGPT. I don't use Gemini. I don't do this stuff because it's terrifying.
Oh, I gotta tell you, I
Terrifying.
used it for so many things. iRobot, it's
Yeah.
possible. The point
Yeah.
is, we've seen where this goes. I mean, movies
Yes.
do come true. It's gonna
Has
be
nobody seen
Terminator.
Terminator? Come
Yes.
on, you guys.
Well, Google
I
put
don't get
out
it.
their statement. Large language models can sometimes respond with, oh, nonsensical responses. Death threat is now, oh, it's nonsensical. Don't worry about it. The response violated our policies, and we've taken action to prevent
Oh.
similar outputs. So they're going to put AI in the corner? I mean, what?
Smack its hand. See, I don't understand this about AI. So obviously someone had to program it with infinite amounts of words and
Correct.
thoughts and sentences and things like that, but it's smart enough to figure out a response on its own, or
It
do they
learns, yes.
is that not a concern to people? Like
It's very much a concern. It's
when
exactly what Terminator
when
is based
something
on.
that's not a living organism is learning, to me, like that's terrifying because you can't how do you kill a computer? It's metal. It's pieces of you don't think that it's gonna get smart enough to feel, not I don't know, like, it's gonna get unplugged and then what?
We have to go back to the 70s where it's just, the height of electronics was a microwave and we had no fear, except it was
Yeah,
going to give
right?
you cancer.
Well, yeah, I believe that too. Just a side note, official_bliss, hello from Stream Elements. Good morning, welcome, thanks for
Good morning,
being
Bliss.
here. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just not a technology yes, there's things that I like. I understand that AI makes life a little bit easier for
Mm-hmm.
people, but like, my kid was doing homework the other day and she was so proud of herself. Mom, I have a 96 in English. I'm like, wow, good for you. And then I see her doing homework and it's Chat GBT. And I'm like, this is not homework,
Oh,
kid. You're cheating. My teacher says that we can use it. And I was like, why would she say you can use it? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I
I
thought
don't get it.
I thought now that there are actually detectors that you can put
Well,
in a kid's homework, an essay, and it will detect whether it was done by
Well, apparently
by
not this
AI.
teacher. Maybe in high school, next year's high school, she will have a rude awakening in grade 10, but in grade 9, apparently it's allowed. So
I think it's funny. Are they allowed to use calculators?
I would imagine so.
Because
I think I
growing
bought her
up, it
one.
was you're not always going to have a calculator. You got to use your mind, and
Yeah,
I
that's right.
appreciated that. But now I carry one with me. It's on my phone everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know the amount of math that I actually do as an adult, like the types of math that you do in high school, I haven't had to do them ever. Basic math,
When
fractions, division, that's about it.
That's why that little girl was being so upset. Somebody asked her to use algebra to figure out the price of something, and that was it. It just
Someone
blew
asked
her
her to
gasket.
write in cursive.
Do your kids know how to write in cursive?
My younger one does, my older one does not,
Oh my
which
god.
is weird. Yeah.
How does she do her signature?
All lowercase, and she goes it's all one run-on word, her first and last name, run-on, and it's like real like slow and squiggled because we were getting her an ID from the registries
Right.
and or DMV, I guess you guys call it. And they were like, okay, do your signature. She's like, what's that, Mom? I said, that's your name
Oh,
handwritten. And she was like, oh, okay. And it's like it's just like one run-on word, lowercase. And I was like, are there no capitals in your name? Oh, do I need capitals? Like you are something. But it's not her fault. I mean, she's a product of her environment at school, you
no,
know?
you have to teach her.
Oh, there's no teaching that kid anything. She's so strong-willed. She does what she wants because
There
she
were certain
knows
things.
everything. She's
Oh,
14. She knows everything,
oh, of course. Don't worry. As she
obviously.
gets older, she'll think you're a lot smarter.
Oh, well, I hope so, because right now, my younger one though, she must have had a teacher a couple years ago because she's been able to handwrite for a few years now, and she's in grade 7, so
There you
probably
go.
grade 4, she's been able, and she's got quite a lovely handwriting on her. So, but a
See, so
very
it
messy
can,
printing. So I think it's easier to just like continuously go.
be taught. See,
Yeah,
this is
I think
going
it
out to
really
all the
just
teachers who don't
depends.
teach it.
Yeah, I think it just really depends on the teacher. Ron says kids don't know banking and signatures. I mean, even when I was in school, banking was never taught. Like investing should have been taught,
Yep.
savings should have been taught.
Oh, absolutely.
Not getting a
My,
credit card the second you get out of high school and racking it up should have been taught, but here
yep.
we are. Oh well,
Oh
we have to
no,
learn.
I've taught my daughter. She actually had a class. I guess it would have been called home economics, where in the
Mm.
old days it
Mhm.
would have been like, well, here you learn to cook, and here you learn. They taught them how to budget. Go in, find out how much
Wow.
an apartment costs, find out how much food costs, find out,
What
and
a great
we've
idea.
gone over. I sat down with her, went over credit card debt, and when you buy that little thing for $20, by the time you finish paying it off, it's $40. So
Mm.
education is awful in the schools, but parents can teach their children at home. I
This is the
taught my
problem is
kids to
that
use,
parents are awful now.
to write. And obviously, then you bring them to Walmart and you let them run around. And now AI is going to bully them because we used to worry about cyberbullying, and now cyber is bullying beings.
It's like cyberbullying and then some.
There we
That's
go.
hilarious. Well,
Wait, is
maybe
that going to be
everyone
the next? Is that going to be the next step when you're typing in like to Google? I'm like, how do I get a bank account? And AI will just come back and go, what are you, an idiot?
what are you, dumb? You're so worried about TikTok skincare that you don't even know how to bank? Yeah, that's right. Well,
I'm going to
hey,
be an
me.
influencer when I grow
Yeah,
up.
exactly. Well, I don't know if you caught the show yesterday when I was with Martin, but I pulled up the what is it? Gen Z? Gen X? No, Gen Z. Their list of most wanted professions based on Instagram hashtags. And it was
Mm-hmm.
like model, artist, influencer, photographer, makeup artist, personal trainer. There was no lawyer, doctor, accountant, president,
Police,
astronaut,
fire.
police, yeah, veterinarian, nothing like that. Out of
Oh
20, they
my
were
God.
all the only one kind of more classic was marketing. But I mean, marketing really has to do, social media now anyway. So
Uh-huh. Oh
yeah,
my God.
it was interesting.
Okay,
What is your
we need
daughter?
to bring this up. We need something better. We're in the month of holidays. We're in the month of happiness and Christmas and all that.
Yes.
Please tell me you have something fun to discuss.
Well, I don't know if it's fun, but I do have facts about December. I did one in November, or was it
Okay.
October? Now I'm remembering. But I thought they were going to be a little more Christmassy, but they're not really. So I'm not going to do all of them because there's a lot, but I will just pick a couple of them.
Okay.
So, did you know that December was one of the original months in the ancient Roman calendar, which was in use from 750 BC to about 45 BC? In this original Roman calendar, December was the 10th month, hence Dec for December.
Oh,
If you've ever wondered, like, Nov, like, is 9, Oct is uh
8.
8, but
Right.
it doesn't make sense that October is the 10th and November's
Yeah, you're
Sept
right.
is 7. Yes, because it says that It was the 10th month, and December literally means 10th month. But when Julius Caesar changed the calendar in 45 BC, he added 2 months, January and February, and he put them at the beginning of the year. So that's why it says the December
Oh,
has the curse of the wrong name. Interesting, right?
yes, I'm very happy to learn that.
I know. December 5th, 1901, Walt Disney was born. I can't believe it was 1901. That is,
And he's
I
still
didn't think
frozen
it was,
today, right?
yeah, that's right. When they unfreeze him, when they thaw him, he's going to be 147 years old. Can you imagine? I don't even know if that's a thing, but if they could do that, that'd be wild. December originally had 30 days in it, according to that Roman calendar.
Okay.
When it was changed for the Julian calendar, December gained a day, making it the 7th and last month in the year with 31 days. I wonder why. Like, there's no explanation as to why they did that. But then again,
Huh.
why did Julius Caesar think he needed 2 extra months?
I, I would like to know one day, and I guess I'll write it down, is why some months are 30 days and some are 31. What's the reason for that at all?
I'm gonna guess Julius Caesar was just like, what? 28, perfect. Sometimes 29.
You know what?
I
When you
don't know.
get to this month, add an extra day. I liked it.
Yeah, add an extra day. It's fine. He
Ron
said
says he
maybe he
hated
hated
February.
February, took it away. No, he added February. It
He
wasn't
added the
there
whole
before.
month, but 28 days.
March
That's it.
March was the beginning of the year. December 8th, 1991, the USSR, it started to dissolve, or it did dissolve. Maybe that was the official day that it dissolved. So 91. You know what? I remember being a kid and watching something on TV. I would have only been 5, not even 5, but I
Yeah.
remember vividly like watching TV and all kinds of stuff was going on. I didn't understand, obviously, but okay, let's see here. The Anglo-Saxons originally had their own names for the month of December. One of these was Winter Moneth, which translates into winter month.
Oh, well, we
Yeah,
have 3 of them, but okay.
yeah, that's right. Apparently, they live somewhere pretty warm if December is their only winter month. Come to Canada, where 6 months of the year is winter month.
They said
The
December, this is the winter month. Then they got to January and went, oh.
Yeah, they've never been in Alberta in January, clearly. The second name that they had for December was Yule Monath, which relates to the custom of the burning of the Yule log
Mm-hmm.
during this month as part of pagan Yule celebrations. So it says most of the Yule practices have been lost over time, although some are still celebrated in parts of the world today. Very interesting. I just thought Yule log was just burning fire at Christmas. I didn't realize it was like a pagan worship type thing. But
And we're cold and we need to burn a log. So there you go.
that's right. December 10th, 1896 was when the namesake of the Nobel Prize, Alfred Nobel, had died.
Oh,
It says that in his will, he declared that his accumulated wealth would be used to give away awards to members of society who showed great achievement in the advancement of humanity. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else. Oh, this one for you Americans here. The Bill of Rights came into effect on December 15th, 1791. The Bill of Rights included the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution, which are said to be the pillars of modern U.S. society and government, unless you're an American today when a lot of those no longer apply,
I was
like
just
freedom of
going to
speech,
say, and then it got to the
the right to bear
1900s where
arms.
people went, let's change how they mean some of those things.
I don't like how you're using your words against me. You're no longer allowed to have
Don't worry,
words.
AI will fix that. Don't worry.
That's right. They'll bully everyone back into it.
That's right.
Okay, so this is interesting. If you live in the northern hemisphere, which we do, winter begins on either December 1st, which I've never heard this before, if you
No.
follow the meteorological seasons, or after the winter solstice on the 20th or 21st of December, which is what I thought was winter. That's if you follow the astronomical seasons. If
Okay.
you live in the southern hemisphere, this is opposite, of course, with summer commencing at either the beginning of the month or after the summer solstice. So I wonder if the summer solstice is December 21st for down south.
It's got to be. I
It's
mean,
gotta
they
be.
are the exact opposite, right?
I was just thinking like how awesome it would be if Christmas was like a hot sunny day. Like I think we were saying in the traditions around the world in New Zealand or in Australia, surfing on Christmas Day was like a big thing.
Ugh.
That sounds pretty all right to me.
My daughter spent a Christmas in Hawaii one year,
Ooh,
and she was like, I mean, it was cool because it was Hawaii, but
she missed it.
it wasn't Christmas, you know?
It's like Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. Home Alone 2. You can't have Christmas without a Christmas tree. Yeah, I can. I will celebrate with a palm tree 1000% of the time.
So you
And
want
no
a
part
palm
of me.
tree?
Nope, I don't care what tree it is. Like it does not matter to me. I don't care if there's snow. I don't care if my family is there. I just if I'm on a beach and I'm drinking pina coladas for Christmas, perfect. Happy holidays.
Please
It's
send
my
money
thought.
so Becky can go on a solo vacation, just lay on a beach for
Right.
Christmas.
I mean, I don't want to be entirely alone. I'd love my family to be there, but my family all thinks that they need to have the traditional with family, with snow, with I don't like that.
Then you got to
I
go
don't
by
like
yourself one day.
yeah,
One day.
that's right. I should. I should. Why not? All right, December 28th has been considered the unluckiest day of the year for thousands of years. Have you ever heard that?
Why?
It says the origins of the superstition lie in the story of Christ, as it was reportedly on this day that the reigning King Herod had ordered all baby boys to be put to death in an attempt to kill baby Jesus Christ. Up
Hmm.
until relatively recently, it was considered an unlucky start to work. Yeah. I don't start work on December 28th, set sail on new adventures, or generally do anything on this day.
Okay, I can't go to work today. It's bad luck.
Hmm.
Bad things are gonna happen.
Yes. Weird, right?
December
December
20. Maybe we
December
should make
28th.
that a
Yeah.
national day where everybody
Yeah,
just
sorry, I
stays
can't go
home.
to work today. Sorry, it's unlucky day. I don't want to get in a car accident on my way to work.
I can't cook. I might burn something.
That's right.
I can't. I just can't do anything but watch TV. Sorry.
Exactly. Sorry. Exactly. December 21st was the very first time that anesthetic or anesthesia was used during surgery.
Ooh.
1846. So by anesthesia, they probably mean cocaine. And they're like, here, just have a
Yeah.
bunch of this. You won't feel anything. It doesn't say what type, but yeah, it was the first time in 1846 that it was
Wow.
used. I know. December, who knew? Let's see if there's any more here. Oh, okay. There are many important religious holidays throughout December. People from different religions obviously
Hmm.
celebrate. Christians celebrate Christmas, and everyone celebrates Christmas pretty much. Jews celebrating Hanukkah. Do you celebrate Hanukkah?
I take my
You're a bad
menorah
Jew.
and I put it on top of my Christmas tree.
Is a menorah the candles? The
The
seven
menorah is
candles?
the candle.
8? 12? How many candles?
8.
8. Okay.
Well,
Hmm.
total of 9. The one in the middle, and then there's 8 on
8
4
around
on
it.
each side.
Oh, I see.
My daughter used
It,
to love it because I would send chocolate coins in from like, it's Hanukkah. Nobody's going to know. You're the only Jew in school. Here, bring these in and just share it with everybody. And they would spin dreidels and do that. And meanwhile, we don't even really celebrate.
but
So,
you're from New York. Is it not full of Jewish people?
New York, there are a lot of Jews here. However, we
Yes.
moved to an area where there's like nobody. It's a mix.
Oh,
Like,
really?
and it's funny because my daughter is half Filipino and she has
Oh, wow.
mostly an Asian appearance. So when
Yeah.
they ask for like, hey, we need a Jewish point of view, point to the Asian kid, and she knows. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Oh, she's probably so beautiful. What an interesting
She is.
mix.
Thank you.
I love that. I love that. All right, let's see. Oh, December 30th, 1803, the United States of America doubled in size as it formally took control of Louisiana. There must have been a lot of people in Louisiana if it doubled
The
in size in
Louisiana
1803.
Purchase. Yes.
That's right. The US acquired the territory of Louisiana, some 885,000 square miles, from France through the Louisiana Purchase, costing the government $15 million.
Meanwhile, there were
Crazy.
people living there at that time who were like, "We're owned by France. We just go
Yeah,
to
right.
work and we build and we do." Okay, They
I,
got sold and nobody cared.
I wondered why they spoke French in Louisiana, and I guess that makes sense.
I guess so.
I guess that makes sense.
It's a beautiful
There,
area, though.
I've never been, but we had one episode where I did the best and worst ranked American states based on a lot of things, mostly economics. And Louisiana was the worst, like a
Yeah,
mix of
they are.
violence and guns and drugs and
Yeah.
poor people and homelessness and whatever else.
Well,
Yeah,
I went down
Louisiana
for
was
Mardi
the worst.
Gras, so it was a little different.
Yeah, a little different for sure. You're just seeing boobs and getting beads flashed to you. Meanwhile, there's a lot of poor people and violence down there. Apparently, they didn't come to Rhode Island. Yes, clearly
No,
not.
they don't. No.
That's funny. Okay, so there are many other holidays spread throughout December. Some of them are religious and some are a little less serious. So December 6th is St. Nicholas Day, which some of you may know as the original Santa Claus, of course. December 8th celebrates National Brownie Day. That sounds pretty all right.
I would do
Well,
that, yeah.
December 15th is National Cupcake Day. December 21st is the winter solstice, which is the longest night of the year and the beginning of winter, as we said. And December 13th is my birthday, so everyone celebrate and take the day off.
My sister says December 17th, so we'll move on.
Oh, nice. Actually, you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow's December 4th, right? Tomorrow marks 1 year since I found out that I don't have cancer. So tomorrow's a very big day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. Tomorrow I
love
will
that.
celebrate. Yes, me too. Me too. Okay, and finally, the last one on the list here is that the US has a number of Christmas related month long observances, with the most important being National Eggnog Month, National Fruitcake Month, and National Impaired Driving Prevention Month. That one seems worthwhile. And fruitcake, I'm not so sure. But
So you have brownies, cupcakes, eggnog, fruit. It's just fat ass month.
that's
and then
right.
they
Well,
tell you, oh, by
I
the
mean,
watch out for driving. Watch out.
yeah, like, yeah, don't. Oh, and then obviously, because when it's Christmas, you're at parties and you're going to have a drink, you're going to have these delicious things. You're going to turn down something like that, honestly? No,
Oh, no.
you're not. And it's too bad that I can't segue right into that one right now. We got one in between, but that would have been the perfect segue to talk about festive drinks that you should be very mindful drinking.
Well, if you
and
want
not
to,
driving.
we can go to that.
That's okay. You go ahead with how much Christmas will cost this year.
Okay. Well, it is Christmas season, and the
Mhm.
only Christmas story I've brought right now is, did you know? I mean, everybody knows the story, the 12 days of Christmas, right?
Mhm.
On the 12th day of Christmas. Do you know them all by heart?
No,
Okay.
there's some lords leaping and some geese geesing. I don't know.
Well, PNC Bank, every year for 40 years, they sit down and they figure out how much all of this would cost.
Oh, wow.
So this year, everything's gone up 5%.
Of course.
Now, I'm going to tell you everything on the list, and you tell me which one you think is the most expensive.
Okay.
Okay, so
5
it's
golden rings.
5 gold rings is on. Everybody knows that one, yeah. 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8
Like at
maids a
the
milking,
Velvet Rhino.
7 swans a swimming. Yeah, you got it in your head now, right? 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. So now, out of all that, which one do you think is the most expensive item?
Oh gosh.
And by the way,
Like
somebody has a big thing with birds because half of this is birds.
really.
Yeah.
Like there are no birds in my area during Christmas. It's too cold for birds. So again, another warm place. And a pear tree, that makes sense too. That would be warm. I like some of them I just don't understand what they are. Like what's a calling bird?
I don't know. I just think a bird sitting outside, whatever sings.
And what's a lord? It's
A
like
lord? is I would say, in England there's a lord and a lady.
Okay, so it's just like 10 regular dudes and they're jumping. So that should
Yes.
be free, that one. Ladies
Well, according
dancing,
to
are we
Ron, he's guessing Piper's piping.
okay? The ladies are getting dollar bills thrown at them, so that could get
That's
expensive.
what I'm thinking. I'm like, isn't a lap dance like $20? So you pay 9 to them. That's 180.
Right? I feel like they're more expensive than that, aren't they?
I haven't been
They're
in
like
so long I couldn't tell you.
they're like $200 here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a Coke addiction is expensive, Ira. Inflation's. Okay, I'm gonna go with just the 5 golden rings because gold is pricey
5
right
gold
now.
rings. Okay, 5 golden rings would cost you $1,245. It is the same as it was last year. It's not the most expensive.
How can they base that? What carat of gold? They don't even know. How big is
See,
the gold ring?
I agree with you. That's where this kind of goes, but that's what they agree with.
Okay, so
Now,
not that, hey?
Ron said 11 Pipers piping. That is up 15.8% from last year
Wow.
for a total of $3,715. Not even close to the top of the list.
Oh, wow. Okay, what about
The
a partridge in a pear tree?
partridge in a pear tree is second cheapest, actually.
Oh, okay.
$370, but that is up 16% from last year.
They get these numbers from?
Could you imagine? Because it is a bank. I mean, it's PNC. It's a well-known bank down here.
I guess.
And they sit there and they go, sometime in October, November, okay, you know what you have to do now? Go out, find out how much calling birds are.
Right. Is it
Okay,
milk?
so it's
Is it maids milking because milk's expensive?
no, actually, that is the cheapest.
Really?
$58. And it was
Okay,
58
child
last
labor,
year.
clearly. They've got immigrant workers that they're not paying a proper wage to, clearly.
Yeah, there's no record if they're documented workers or not.
Right.
So let's see.
Could
Partridge
be
in a
one of the
pear tree,
birds.
$370. 2 turtle doves, $750.
Mhm.
3 French hens, $347, which is
Mm.
5% up from last year. Calling birds is $600. I don't know what they are. We used to have a pear tree and always sung an opossum in a pear tree. That would be a little dangerous, but okay. The golden rings, we know, $1,245. 6 geese a laying, up 15% from last year. If you were to get 6 geese, it would cost you $900.
Wow.
Now, let's see. I'm going to skip 7, 9, and 10 because those are the most expensive. We'll go over that. 8 maids of milking, the cheapest, $58. So I guess, they work cheap.
Terrible.
Maybe they go to the strip club and that's where they get them. Hey, come on over here, milk this. 11 pipers piping, 3,700. 12 drummers drumming, $4,017, up 15%. Now the top 3, I need a drummer. They didn't ask
9 drummers drumming.
the cost of the milk. The top 3, it cost you $8,557 to get 9 ladies dancing.
Again, what are they basing this off of?
I don't know. Where are you getting them from? The ballet company? I mean, what's going on with that?
If they're
Like
from
I said,
Juilliard.
I bet if you go out in the street and you find 9 ladies and you just go, I'll give you $100 each, dance for 5 minutes together.
Exactly.
I'll put it on
$900.
YouTube, and there we go.
Exactly.
But that's it. Now, next up, if you wanted to buy 7 swans, it would be $13,125.
Pardon me. $13,000 for swans?
This is why nobody has a swan, I guess.
I suppose.
I mean, really, it's like almost $2,000 a swan.
Jeez.
Yeah, he figured it out too. But the number one, and it's up 7% from last year, the most expensive thing on the 12 Days of Christmas list is 10 Lords of Leaping, $15,580, which is, oh my God, 1,500, $1,500 per dude to leap. Again, I can pay $100 to a guy down the block and he'll leap.
I just don't understand who these lords are and what kind of jumping they're doing for $1,500. Is it high jump? Okay. Is it, I don't know,
I think
pole
we
vault?
should be able to determine, like, no, I didn't like that jump. Do it again. Yeah, I need a long
Right.
jump. I need a high jump.
So
I don't know,
interesting.
but
That is a weird list. When you think about it, it is kind of a weird song.
and I still want to know why all the birds. Why are half
Right.
of this list birds?
So I looked it up about what a calling bird was
Yeah.
while you were talking there. And it says that originally it was collie bird, Colly, not calling birds, because in England at the time, a collie bird was a name given to a blackbird. And then it said that the song had to change to fit better to the times. And they had earlier versions of 12 Days that included different lyrics, including bears a baiting, which is a reference to the popular sport of tying up a bear, then having fighting dogs attempt to maim and kill it. So obviously that wouldn't.
I'm sorry,
Hey, I
that's a
bought you these
sport?
bears that we can kill. Yeah, I guess so. The term collie bird became kind of unfamiliar to listeners. It's natural that they would replace it with something more familiar like calling birds. And like
Wow.
they're wondering why someone would even give somebody blackbirds. Like, is a blackbird like a crow or a raven? Because if
I'm
so,
thinking.
I could understand why I would love that so much, because they're supposed to be very smart and very loyal pets.
Do you associate any bird with Christmas?
Mm, maybe a dove.
Dove
Maybe
for
a
peace?
turtle dove, maybe just because of Home Alone. I don't
I'm
know.
thinking a turkey because that's what we eat, but
Oh, a turkey. That's right.
I
Yeah, not
don't
not
see any of
really.
these.
It's too
I
cold
will
for
tell
birds.
you, I will tell you one thing. After hearing this, and it's so confusing, I could use a drink.
Oh, okay, you're the segue guy, even on my hosting days. I love it. Okay, so festive drinks. I love a good festive drink. How about you?
Yes, absolutely.
What is your drink of choice? Just in general, what's your drink of choice?
Oh, rum and coke usually.
Rum and Coke. Okay. Well, these are a little
Pretty simple.
fancier than that. I'm like a gin kind of person, gin, ginger ale. However, if I'm going to go for cocktails, I want them to be fancy AF.
Yes.
Okay. So I found a list here and just picked out a couple of the fanciest ones that were easy to make, because they had some fancy ones that had all kinds of ingredients that were expensive, and who even knows where to buy such a thing. But I picked out some very easy ones that people can make at home. So there's one called the Winter Wonderland. It is
Okay.
vodka, peppermint schnapps, white chocolate liqueur, a
Ooh,
candy cane, and a red sugar rim. How good does that sound?
I diabetes in a glass. I want it. Bring it
Yes,
on.
that's right. That's right. There's one, this seems more like for the fancy men in the room, a fireside. It kind of looks like a old fashioned a little bit, although the ingredients are not really old
Yeah,
fashioned.
sure.
But it is 4 ounces of vodka, an ounce of maple syrup, which, okay, Canada, come on, some rosemary, a sprig of rosemary, grapefruit juice, and a pinch of salt. I feel like my husband would be all over this.
You know what? I would want to try it, but I'm wondering how the maple syrup actually mixes in there.
I think it'd be okay. I think it'd be good. I use maple syrup to sweeten lots of things because it's a little better for you than, refined sugar
Right.
or even brown sugar, things like that. So I mix it into all kinds of stuff and it works great.
And the salt? Have you ever heard of putting salt in a drink?
No, but I'm guessing it's to sort of offset that grapefruit juice. Because I know
Probably.
there's a drink of grapefruit juice and vodka. I think it's called a Greyhound,
A
which
greyhound,
sounds
yes.
disgusting to me, but with that maple syrup in it, it sounds okay. I'm gonna make that. Okay, here's another one called this cran spiced martini. As you can figure it out, it's cranberry theme. So some vodka, cranberry juice, and vanilla spice syrup. Now there's an asterisk by vanilla spice syrup. You're gonna have to make this, but it's basically a cup of sugar, a cup of water, like a quarter of a teaspoon of black pepper, 5 teaspoons of allspice, and a cinnamon stick in a saucepan, and you're gonna boil it up until it turns into a syrup. Sounds actually pretty all right.
Wow, you really got to have a mixologist there to make all this stuff.
Right. And these are the easy ones that I picked out.
Oh, jeez.
I know. Okay, the frostbite. This one looks fantastic and delicious. White tequila or silver, however you want to call it, which I'm into. White chocolate liqueur, creme de menthe, some cream, some fresh cream, some lime juice, which I'm wondering how cream and lime juice work together, but okay.
Yeah.
And top it off with some whipped cream. Sounds so awesome.
Whipped cream?
Yes. I love whipped cream on a drink. It's like a dessert.
But you can't drink that.
Well, it'll be like a muff diver where you put your face in and then you're covered. Maybe with a straw. I don't know. You guys still have straws down there, don't you?
Yeah, made of different things, but yeah, we still have.
Oh, okay. That's because you're in a liberal state. You go down south,
I
it's all
look the
plastic
same
straws.
way because I just have the white all over anyway. If
That's
I were,
right. See, festive. This one is a little easier. It's a cranberry bramble. So it's gin, cranberry sauce, not cranberry juice, cranberry sauce, lemon juice, and orange juice. And it says just build them all in the ice tin and shake them. And I guess that cranberry juice will break, or cranberry sauce will break up. Isn't that weird?
That's something
You
to
know?
do with my leftover cranberry sauce. Okay.
Yeah, why not? I've got two left here. So the mistletoe martini, how cute. I love the sound
Ooh.
of this. Vodka, cherry brandy, the juice of one lime, raspberries for garnish, rosemary for garnish, and sugar for the rim. It's very easy to make, just cherry whiskey or cherry brandy and vodka, basically. Sounds all right. Sounds like a cosmopolitan kind of. And finally, I saved this one for you. Well, for Ron, but I figured you might like this one too.
Okay.
Maybe not. Jack Daniel's whiskey
Okay.
with some peppermint syrup, hot coffee, and lightly whipped cream on top.
I think I'm out. Ron, what do you
Really?
say?
I think Ron would be into it. It has Jack Daniels in it.
Well, the Jack Daniels I'm fine with. And if you left it at that, or maybe even the peppermint, you're putting in coffee, you're putting in whipped cream, this is alcoholic Starbucks. He doesn't like coffee
Yeah,
either.
it sounds all right. And it says to make the peppermint syrup, you just crush up one candy cane and heat with 1 cup of water until candy dissolves. Interesting. It says heat with 1 cup of water. I'm guessing you have to boil it, not just heat it
Yeah.
up. But yeah, I'm gonna try all of these and maybe one day come to the show just absolutely hungover and and we'll talk about it because nothing says hangover like all this sugar in your milky drink.
Well, one day Ron will actually fly us all into one location and we'll
Seriously,
have our
Ron.
staff party in Rhode Island. And Ron can serve all these drinks, right, Ron?
That's right. And that other one that he was talking about the other day, that beer that he likes.
Oh,
I can't remember
he
the
says
name of
sure.
it.
Okay, we're there. We're done.
Okay, Ron, you got this. I will come to Rhode Island. I have no problem with that. Oh, Ackle Extra. Yes, that's right. That's the one. Okay, well, finally, we got time for one more. The law of the land. Let's hear it.
Law of the land is very simple. There are ridiculous laws here. I'm sure, being from Canada, and you laugh at us all the
Oh,
time
yeah.
about
Yeah.
some of our laws. Now, there are laws that are on the books, but they're so old and they don't make sense anymore, but they don't get rid of the law. Like, it is illegal, technically illegal in New York to be walking down the street licking an ice cream cone on a Sunday. It is technically illegal. Nobody's ever
On the
going to enforce
Sabbath.
it.
Right.
So I thought we'd have a little fun here. And I'm going to give you a law. And you have to tell me whether this is an actual
Oh,
law
gosh.
or did I make it up?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you right now that in Hawaii, how can you not have a Sunday on Sunday? I said an ice cream cone, didn't say a Sunday. And you're not walking down the street eating a Sunday.
Mm.
Or are you, Ron?
I think that one's fake.
Wait.
That
No. That was just Ron chiming in.
Oh, okay.
Okay. In Hawaii, it
Yes.
is illegal for a person to place a coin in another person's ear. You know, you ever see the person go, "Oh, got a coin in your ear?"
Okay, I'm gonna say that's true because it's so weird that it's got to be.
You are absolutely right. So there are a lot of grandpas in Hawaii who can't do the, oh, is that a
Right.
coin in your ear?
A lot of grandpas sitting in jail somewhere. Are these
And you got to
punishable
think
by
one
jail
reason.
time?
I just got to wonder one thing. Why? Why would that be illegal? Somebody had a problem once and like the coin got
Someone
stuck and they said, never again.
like someone went full Me Too, I guess, and like that put an end to ear coins. That's for sure.
Okay. The next one is from Illinois.
Okay.
And there goes my computer again. In Illinois, it is illegal to take a nap in a cheese factory.
Fake.
You get a good arrest, though, if you take a nap in a cheese
You would,
factory.
yeah.
That is true.
Oh, what?
That is an actual law in the state of Illinois. Again, don't know why, but it happened. Okay,
Wow.
moving on
Again,
to.
there's a precedent there. Someone had to have done this or multiple people had to have for this to have become a law.
They were just sleeping in the cheese factory. They were,
Gross.
I don't know. My brain was Swiss cheese. I needed a nap.
Right? I ate too much cheese. I need a nap. I got gut rot. That's what I'm thinking.
That does happen. In Tennessee, it is illegal to dye your donkey in order to sell them. So, in other words, you can't say, hey, look, I got a blue donkey, I got a red donkey, I got a yellow donkey.
True.
You can do that, but you can't sell them.
True.
That one is false. I made it up.
Oh, you made it up. Jeez. So you can dye your donkey.
You can
All
do
right.
that. Yes.
All right.
I got two more for you. In Maryland, and I don't know if your mother told you this or not, it is illegal to eat while swimming in the ocean.
I've been to Maryland. I've swam in the ocean. Was I eating at the time? I'm going to say it's false.
Ron says it's true. You say it's false. It's actually true.
Wow.
You're not allowed to eat in the ocean in Maryland.
Probably they've got like sharks or something or a shark problem or an. Oh, he knows firsthand. Oh, okay.
Have you been
Scandal.
arrested though, Ron? Is he eating cheese in the ocean and
That's
then
right.
taking
After
a
his
nap?
nap.
Maybe?
I remember
And-
being in Maryland at the beach and someone brought this huge hermit crab that they found, like this big, and they brought it over to my mom to put it on her, and she was freaking out because we don't have anything like that. I mean, we don't have an ocean here. But they were carrying it around on like a boogie board thing. They were like sliding it around the sand. I remember my mom was like, "Phew." Oh,
And then
Ron
you
says he
cooked them
wasn't
for dinner
arrested,
'cause it's
just
Maryland.
warned. Yeah, right. Okay,
And
interesting.
finally in Utah,
Oh, this should be good.
it is illegal to dress as a clown in church during religious services.
I'd say that's true.
You would say that's true. Ron, what do you say about that one? In Utah, it's illegal to dress as a clown in church during religious services. He says it's false. Ron is good at this game. It's false. I made
Okay.
it up.
Okay, so I'm glad because they have a lot of other things they let slide in Utah that I maybe don't agree with. Mitt
Mitt
Romney.
Romney
Okay,
went.
you know we're not allowed politics on this show, Ron.
Yes, no politics.
That's
We're
your
fine.
rules, Ron. Those are ridiculous, some of those.
So we learned how to make some festive drinks.
Yes.
We learned why the months are off.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We learned AI can bully you.
I love that. That was my favorite story for sure. Although that little girl smashing stuff up was pretty good too.
I need more on that. When you find out more, please let me know.
I absolutely will. Absolutely. That's amazing. Well, this was a great show as usual. I hope you feel inspired to make some drinks. I hope you feel inspired to spank your kids today and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Join us tomorrow. Kenny and Ron will be here. And then Thursday, is it you this Thursday? And
No,
Ron?
I'm actually off this Thursday.
Oh, this Thursday. Okay. Well, I don't know who's going to be here, but someone will be here and maybe it'll be me. Who knows? Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.